all right.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Good evening, Joy. So, anyway, uh, I hope some are happy, some are unhappy, some are okay, some are not okay with the result. Don't worry at all. Just now spoke with one ranker who got 98 rank, and she told that she was unable to clear prelims for 2 attempts. She cleared mains and even interview. She got 195 marks. Okay. So what I can tell you is prelims is very difficult nowadays for all the students. Even rankers unable to clear the prelims. So don't get into any demoral or anything else. हो जाएगा काम. But you have to, I mean, pull up yourself. No one will give you any kind of confidence nowadays. So I request you that get that idea of pulling yourself, be motivated, stay motivated, and work out on it. And I request everyone just go for take a A4 sheet with a pleasant mind, write your status of preparation. Okay. So to begin with, one, how many NCRTs you covered so far? Number two, what is your status in every GS paper? Take the UPSC syllabus copy, a printout. Then in GS1, how many subjects, how many, I mean, not subjects, topics. For example, if you take GS1, cultural aspects of India, geography, communism, socialism, and world wars, then social issues, society, women issues, I mean, not women issues, all this will come. Underline each and every word. Do you have fair enough idea over these issues or not? Test yourself, write genuine opinion about yourself on a piece of paper. Take GS2, take GS3, take GS4. Of course, GS4 don't stress, but GS1, 2, 3, take this test. Then come to the optional point of view. Most of you people took the optional without any, I mean, prior discussion with your mentors or someone else. I know some students took anthropology, some took sociology without having much idea about it. They took it. Dear friends, anthropology or any other subject, if you are not interested, if you are not getting interest to read, if you are not pull up, if you are not able to get attraction towards that subject, no use. Mark my words, no use of such optional. Optional should make you a genuine feel to read it, a genuine attraction to read it. If it is not getting that kind of element, skip it. छोड़ दो ये optional को. Okay. So पहली बात एनसीईआरटी, हाउ मेनी एनसीईआरटीज, कितने एनसीईआरटीज, कितने सब्जेक्ट्स अब खत्म हुआ. दूसरी बात, GS1, GS2, GS3 इन पेपर में आपका स्टेटस क्या है, कितने सब्जेक्ट्स आप पढ़ाई किया है, कितने सब्जेक्ट्स अभी बाकी है. और आपको ये इंफॉर्मेशन आपको जरूर ध्यान रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि आपको जो भी मेंशन किया है सिलेबस में, कम्युनलिज्म हो, सोशलिज्म हो, कैपिटलिज्म हो, यानी पॉलिटिकल साइंस में, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस में, किसी एवरी टॉपिक पे आपको नोट्स होना चाहिए. ठीक है. सो ये भी आप ध्यान में रखना चाहिए और फोकस करना चाहिए. इसके बाद ऑप्शनल के बारे में मैं फिर एक बार कहना चाहता हूँ, जो भी ऑप्शनल है, I mean, don't think that only this will get you rank, only this will get you rank. Never. Never and never. For example, I found students who cleared this exam with physics and mathematics. I found even students who cleared this exam with subjects like even so-called geology. Even sciences are getting the ranks. But the thing is, you should have that core interest about the subject. Okay? I gave you a list of NCERTs in my previous recordings. I guess I told you the method of preparing for the basic, from the basics onwards. Start from it. In the coming classes, I will give you year-long preparation strategy. Okay. I already told you, if you are working somewhere, if you are full-time employee, how to schedule your day. I already mentioned it. I will also try to help you. Again, I'm telling to you, this exam needs a kind of awareness where you are, what you are, what exactly you are doing, what exactly you need correction and everything. Hope we will, along with your team of experts in GEO IAS Academy, I will also try to help you people. Definitely, we will get a positive result. Okay. So, what will happen if I lose? What will happen if I win? That is the question will continuously keep on touching you. So nothing will happen. Okay. If you win, that is your day. If you lose, that is also your day. Okay. Winning and losing, it is never decided by you and me. ऊपर भगवान है, नीचे हम हैं, मेहनत करना चाहिए. So Baba हमको definitely help us. Okay. So without wasting further time, I would like to start the class. I think almost I took 6 minutes to discuss these issues. Just give me a second, please. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
I hope everyone is visible. I mean, sorry,
Yes, sir.
everything is visible. Okay,
Yes,
deep
sir.
fake. Chalo. And hey, I started to learn, in fact, Bengali. I will try in the mid of the class. Then only I can tell you. Okay, not now. Chalo. So deep fakes. Generally, these kind of topics are important within the section called as General Studies Paper 2 under the section Internal Security. Now, I would like to give you an idea about what is deep fakes and everything. But before explaining that, let us try to understand questions with respect to this kind of new technology. UPSC in 2016 mains, there was a question regarding new technologies and the challenges, how we have to prepare ourselves to face the challenges of new technologies. Not exactly same question, but more or less on the same context the question was framed. So whenever you are getting this kind of articles, for mains point of view, you should have its pros and cons and its impacts. For prelims point of view, you should have idea about what do you mean by that typical technology. Okay. So for that, I would like to bring here the definition given by, just a second. Okay, the definition given. Okay, so the definition given by World Intellectual Property Organization. According to World Intellectual Property Organization, deepfake refers to AI-based technique that includes superimposition of human features on another person or manipulating sounds to generate realistic human experience. Yesterday, I gave you some generalized definition. That is, AI technology is they will try to manipulate. They will try to manipulate. They will try to manipulate or mislead by changing realistic information. Okay, they will use almost same kind of technology. See, it is very difficult to get the feelings of, get the identification of what is real, which is not real. Such a difficulty will be there with the deep fakes. So exactly on the same tone, they will create the things. So that is one thing I can tell you with the deep fakes. Further important thing is deep fakes even used by China in Taiwan elections to manipulate the people's opinion. So that is how you know the things will go. So what is deep fakes in general? It is AI-based technology. AI-based technology used to manipulate or mislead realistic information. In simple words, I presented with you. It's a AI-based technology, artificial intelligence-based technology, which will manipulate or mislead the realistic information. Okay, so this is can be identified one MP from United Kingdom, that is England, MP Maria Miller. She protested against these apps. Some apps are used by the people to use the nudifying filter. Okay, so this is she raised a concern. This is also based on the deep fakes. Of course, some people are saying that it can be useful for training and awareness purpose of education, but positives are very less, negatives are very high. Okay, so that will creating a lot of problems. So we'll try to understand impacts of this deep fakes. Okay, so the first and foremost one is election commissioner Raju Kumar, chief election commissioner Raju Kumar mentioned that it can alter public perception. Imagine if I am contesting for elections, prime minister elections, and people can use my voice, people can use my facial expressions, and they can change the narrative. If I say I will provide free homes to everyone, they can change to I will provide free guns to everyone. So like that they can change. That is one concern raised by you know by chief election commissioner in one of his meetings recently. Then the next important thing is mentions that United Nations mentioned that sexual abusive content, as I told you previous example, nudifying filters is one thing. Sexual abusive content is also rising in with the help of deep fakes. Then to spread anti-social propaganda and to exploit by terrorist or narcotics people also it can be useful. They can use the deep fakes by give some wrong examples. For example, Muslims should be protected in India, said by one minister. They can use this by saying Muslims can be eliminated from India, like that also they can use. So that is what I can tell you. That you have to see that is very difficult to identify. So this can be used by the terrorist people also. So anti-social propaganda also they can use. So issues one, to alter the public perception with respect to elections, to alter public perception with respect to elections. Then the sexual abusive content of women spreading anti-social propaganda and exploited by non-state actors like terrorists and everyone. Okay. Further, what to do? What is the way forward for this? Okay, way forward for this. One, China is right now having a policy. China is dedicatedly trying to give attention towards the deep fakes. Then European Union code of practice was already framed. Where to use, where not to use, whom to use, what permission they should get, and everything they place in it. China, a policy against deepfakes. European Union, a code of practice has already evolved. Code of practice was already evolved in this context. And next important thing is USA created Deep Fake Task Force Act. Very interesting. Deep Fakes Task Force Act. And Canada has a research. I mean, right now there is no policy, but right now they are doing a research to counter deepfakes. China deepfakes policy against. They are thinking they are going to lead it. European Union already placed some policies in the name of code of practice. Already placed code of practice, and USA had a deepfakes task force, and Canada even had a research to counter it. And what is the stand of India? There is no policy as of today. So we are still yet to go ahead. I mean, yet to launch a policy. Okay.
So,
Yes, madam.
so is there any anti-deepfake technology?
As of today, there is no such things, but countries are exploiting it. As I told you, America is using some techniques, but still there is no, as of now, there is no solid technology to counter deepfakes.
Okay, sir.
So India doesn't have any policy right now. Media, what is need is media literacy. So they should aware about what is deep fake, what is real one. Then regulation and technical companies should aid the governments and agencies. If you upload any copyright violation music, immediately they will stop the uploading of the video. They will remove it within seconds only. They will remove, but they are not thinking about these things very seriously. So technical companies has a big role in my point of view in solving this issue. Understood? So media literacy, regulation, technical aid. I mean, tech companies should aid these things. Okay. So then only we can get the things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear? So what I can tell you is just write a one basic 10 marks question about this so that you will remember the things very for longer time. 10 marks question, even 150 words. Just write what is deepfakes, what is deepfake technology, discuss impacts and list out measures. Don't stress to write a long answer. Try to give the short answer as much you can. Okay. And I request you write it in like this manner. In a just keep a box and write there. UPSC will do same kind of pattern. So write the question and keep it here. If possible, try to book the answer writing practice book of UPSC. In Amazon, it is available. You can get the book and just keep on writing on it. Seriously sit for one and a half year, brothers and sisters and friends, ladies and gentlemen, bhai or behano. I don't know how to call it Bengali. So seriously sit for one and a half year. Every day practice 2 to 3 questions, MCQs. Get in touch with yourself. Stay with your preparation. Stay with your preparation. That's enough. Everything will goes well. I promise you. Okay. So 10 marks question, just write in what is deepfake technology, discuss impacts and list out measures. Enough. Okay.
Discuss impact and
List out measures. List out measures. Okay.
yes, sir.
How to say okay in Bengali?
Sir, ঠিক আছে.
ঠিক আছে?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So that's the topic, small topic. We should have an idea. Okay. So how to use this? Let us say if a question came to you that challenges for the next 25 years, India. Use this technical challenge to India in the next 25 years. India should have a policy against the deepfakes. Done one challenge. So that's you have to think. You have to expand your thinking to that level. Understood? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how to say? Do you have any questions for me in Bengali?
স্যার কোনো প্রশ্ন আছে?
Hey, why you are scolding me? Is it clear? How to say? Is it clear?
ঠিক আছে তো?
ঠিক আছে তো?
Kind of.
Hey man, I think I'm I'm using bad words, I guess. ঠিক আছে
No,
তো?
no, sir.
ঠিক আছে
Yeah,
তো,
ঠিক
right?
আছে।
Okay.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है तो, that's clear. Okay, nice. Chalo, friends, remember this institution, the only international agency working against some cyber issues, particularly even deep fakes. They are focusing. The only international organization established in 2018 by European Union and United States of America, which is called as Paris Cell. Official name is Paris Call for Trust and Security in Cyberspace. Paris Call for Trust and Trust Security in Cyberspace. So this year there are two questions about this kind of institutes which are not associated with India but associated with the world. So pay attention for this kind of things. Okay? Tikache? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine then. So brothers, I guess you are clear with this topic. So Other is trying to explain how these things are going on. So just have an idea. He told that he gave a number of examples, but I just simplified this towards the UPSC point of view. Hope you are clear. So we understood what is deep fakes. We understood what the impacts of deep fakes. We understood what is the other countries doing this against deep fakes. Just have an idea. I will also talk about the Paris call. So Paris call is a international organizations working to build a trust and security in cyberspace, established in 2018 by European Union in USA in France. That is in headquarters is Paris as of today. Next issue, tackling human-dog conflict. Again, main topic and even interview topic also. Even in case studies also we can expect. If you became, let us say, municipal commissioner, what you will do. I think last week also I brought a case study. If you become IAS officer, how you will handle the issues with respect to communal clashes or Manipur clashes. I guess you wrote some points. Okay. So I guess I haven't received anything. I guess I gave a deadline up to, I don't know when I asked you to submit. What was the last date of submission for that assignment?
Sir, 15th June.
15th June is okay. So this assignment also you can do case study. I will discuss simply the article, but you can write the case study. Okay. So Aarti, you haven't submit, I guess. You are in the class, Aarti.
यस सर
तो क्या हुआ आपको?
सर एक्चुअली मेरा मुझे हॉस्पिटल जाना था प्लास्टर के लिए तो
Oh,
इस वजह से
I'm
मेरा
sorry. I'm
डिले हुआ
sorry.
सर
I forgot that. Sorry for it. Okay, please.
ठीक है सर
Sorry.
नो इशू
Okay then. So chalo, we will understand this issue from the point of the general discussion. So what is the importance of dog? Okay, dog means I don't know how you call in Hindi, but we call it as kukka. I don't know how you call. So how you call in Bengali? Hello,
Sir, kukur.
kukur.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us say I guess you know kukur are very dangerous today. Nowadays they are biting like anything. They are hunting. They are harassing. Okay, they are also very particularly choosing the innocent people only. That's the reason they will harass me most of the times. Okay, so most innocents are more victims of the dog. But anyway, try to understand my points here. What typically we can understand from the dog point of view? Can you remember the story of Mahabharat? And Mahabharat, after the war, after for ruling of few years, after handling the governance part to Parishit, and all the Pandavas started journey to heaven. And in the meanwhile, every brothers and Draupadi, everyone started to die. But Yudhishthir walks slowly towards the heaven. And Yudhishthir also asked the gods of the heaven, even I mean, my dog should come to the heaven. So that is what the conclusion. But dog was mentioned even in our epics. Okay. In fact, archaeologists, even in the historians believes that dog is the one of the faithful animal associated with man from civilizations. Doesn't mean dog is great animal for that means. But dog even killing many Indians. Today, from last 5 years, 300 people died in India because of dog bites. And even they are reason for the 20,000 rabies deaths in India in last. But most of them are kids, which is very unfortunate. The problem is very more with respect to street dogs. So what we can do? Okay. So we cannot eliminate dogs completely because fundamental duties are already there. Fundamental duties are mentioning, compassion for living creatures. I hope you are well aware about fundamental duties cited by Sardar Swaran Singh Committee during the 42nd Amendment. They were added, and you should also remember that there were 10 originally plus one added in the later total 11. in Maharashtra Public Service Commission exam, one of the Group 2 services exam, they asked you this question: how many fundamental duties we have? 11. Okay, even same question repeated in Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission exam, same Group 2 cadre job. So they were recommended by Justice Swaran Singh, and they were inspired from USSR. Most expected question, and just remember the all the fundamental duties. So we can expect a question in Public Service Commission exams. Which among the following is not a fundamental duty? Which among the following is a fundamental? Like that we can expect. Okay. So compensation was, sorry, compassion for the living creatures. So we can also use this in ethics. So there is a question called as what is compassion, which is the previous question, my dear friends. What is compassion? So we have to explain this compassion by using this example also. Okay, our constitution even directed people to have compassion under fundamental duties. So that I can tell you. So we have to feel compassion for the dogs, but unfortunately, dogs are reason for the many deaths also. So what is exactly under which rules or regulations dogs are regulated? So there is animal birth control rules 2023. Of course, previously 2001 they were replaced by 2023, and the dog control population is also is a major important thing. So right now exactly India has a already placed regulation called as Animal Birth Control Rules 2023, which can prevent the dogs birth and everything. But why we are repeatedly having these issues? Why we are repeatedly having these issues? So I believe so. Why we witnessing dog bites and everything? You are feel to shock the reasons for the dog bites. Okay. The most important thing is poor urban governance. Poor urban governance. My dear friends, try to understand how bad governance will impact our society. Why poor urban governance? You know, improper maintenance of landfills. What will happen? You will dump the waste there. Dogs will go there, and within there, dogs will go for reproduction. Then it will give birth to 4 to 5 people at a time, 4 to 5 dogs at a time. So that will lead the population more over the slum region. I have a case study here. Pune Shivarni Nagar slum. In that, one team of experts conducted research. Almost 300 dog bites happened here itself from last 2 years. So nearby slum there is a landfill. Okay, landfill आपको मालूम है ना? Dump yard कहते हैं हम लोग. So whatever the waste they will place it dump in one vast place. I don't know. Is there any famous area like that in Kolkata? Nearby Kolkata region, like a big dump yard.
Dhapa.
What is that?
It's Dhapa, sir.
So Dhapa.
DHAPA.
Acha. Very famous, right?
No, it's very much famous.
Oh, famous for landfill. I mean, dumping yard.
Exactly.
Fine. So this is the thing. So if you also, if you conduct any inquiry, you will also get the same information there. So improper urban governance is the root cause of the problem. Accept it. Now, solid waste. Don't consider only waste of drainage materials, food waste. So more food you waste, more food you will throw into the outside, and for more food, dogs will rise like anything. I mean, dogs will eat the food and they will go for more and more production, and that will manipulate, that will replicate the more amount of dogs and will create a problem. So that is most important thing. Second thing is in India, dog sterilization is not effectively taking. Okay. So, but even I don't think so. Dog sterilization will end the problem because you cannot end all the dogs, right? Still, dogs will be there. Still, they will chase you. Still, they will harass you. So, second thing is behavior of the people. Behavior of the people. Why? Some kids will be there. They will try to, irritate the dog. What will happen? Dog cannot control emotion. There is a difference. Rousseau, a famous political scholar, he said, a man who cannot control his appetites is nothing but a beast. Appetites doesn't mean that you are hungry or your desires for something. Appetites means your emotions. In this context, if you're unable to control emotion, let us say if I want to cry, I cannot cry. I cannot cry like that. I have to control. I have to control my emotion. Let us say if I want to laugh, I can't laugh like that. I have to control my emotion because there are certain things which will differentiate between humans and animals. People are missing that emotional control nowadays. So many people, not you and me, my dear friends, many people are missing that emotional control. We'll discuss that when we have a case study about it. But now I can tell you that dogs cannot control the emotion until they will bite you. So behavior of the kids also sometimes it problems. Second thing is availability of food. If dog doesn't getting any food or water, dog will behave like anything. If you are unable to get food, also you will behave like if you wait for let us say if you wait for food for 20 hours or 30 hours, if you don't have food, then he will shout like anything. Like that you will shout no. Same thing dogs, but dogs cannot shout like that. Dogs simply bite you and they will satisfy their emotions. So this is the reasons you can also add, but don't add silly reasons. For example, when I ate biscuit, dog came and bite me. Dog want biscuit. Don't write like this. Think from the governance point of view, poor urban governance, landfills are one of the major reasons. Now, what should be done? That is the most important area which you have to focus for the case studies. One is create the pet ownership. That is, every pet should have a owner. Registration should be done at the local governance. So pet ownership should be there. So that they can get liability. Okay, vaccination and every part. Today, street dogs are rising like anything. Some people will become, dog man of India. They will try to give biscuits. They will take in Instagram photos. They will upload and they will feel happy. So that is not enough. You should not care street dogs beyond certain limits. If you care them, dogs will rise. Throughout the India, it is a problem. Set up animal care. Mahatma Gandhi ji said this. Develop pinjar pole, meaning animal shelter. Mahatma Gandhi said this in his writings in Navajivan. Okay, develop pinjar pole. Pinjar pole means animal shelter, or else eliminate them. So our Mahatma Gandhi itself said these beautiful lines. So if you cannot control, if you cannot create a shelter, eliminate them because they will create a problem to you in the coming days. So pet ownership is one example. Set up animal care and euthanize them. Euthanasia. Euthanasia. Don't think that it is a illegal thing. America is killing almost 3 lakh, I mean almost 39 lakh dogs per year, and UK is killing almost 20,000 dogs per year. They are euthanizing it. They are the most democratic countries, in fact. Second, Cheppa Chok, let's Chepu. చదువుకుంటాను చెప్పు ఏమైంది నాకు పంజాబీ చికెన్ తినాలంది వచ్చేది తెలిపదు అవతల అయితే వదిలే వాళ్ళకి వెరీ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఫర్ మీ లీవ్ ఇట్ I want to eat Punjabi chicken. If you want to do it, please do it, or else leave it. సరే మంచిది ఎంజాయ్ చేయదు బై మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను వస్తే రా రూమ్ కి ఫుడ్ తీసుకుని తిందాం పార్సల్ చేసుకోవచ్చు థ్యాంక్ యూ రా బై లవ్ యూ బ్రో ఓకే ఏనా சொல்றேன் ఏం చెప్తున్నాను నేను I think I'm discussing about euthanasia, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So euthanasia.
Yes, sir.
So with that euthanasia, you see, you can kill, not a problem. Okay, and that you can tell, and then people can go for consumption. There are some certain areas in India also they will eat dog. Not a sin for it.
Sikkim.
Why you are taking names? Sikkim people will hurt. You should not take.
I have personally witnessed that thing.
Even I witness some other northeastern states also. I don't want to take name. So they will also eat, in fact. Okay. So will you eat any of your friends? Joey, I guess
No, sir, never.
You won't eat, I guess.
No, sir, no. I don't eat anything other than chicken, mutton, and fish. Not even mutton. I just eat chicken and fish.
Congratulations. So you should not eat. I mean, consumption is one option for them. Next, behavior to the kids. That should be educated. How should we know? For example, if you are riding bike at faster pace, dogs will chase you. You have to slow. Like a brake inspector, no, you have to slow down and you have to say namaste. Hi dog, how are you? Then only they will leave you. So behavior should be taught to the kids. This you can done. So can you write an answer to a case study if you are municipal commissioner, how to tackle this issue? Can you write at least 5 to 6 points?
Sir, I can try.
Yes, sir.
You can. For
Yes,
example,
yes, sir, we can try.
pet ownership, animal care, euthanasia, then
So we will try.
consumption, and then you can see you can also write. I will also focus on the maintenance of solid waste and this point you have to stress because people will generally these points they can write, but this correction they won't get it. I will try to ask reduce the food wastage, consumer awareness about the food wastage, and I will vaccinate the dogs in the slum areas. And also, I will try to create a regulation over the landfills. Waste recycling will be happen. That things you have to provide. Understood, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please write and send it to me. Don't hurry to send. Take a time and you can write it. Okay.
Sir, can you just tell me the question once again?
Absolutely, brother. So please note on the question that is, if you are municipal commissioner, how you will handle, if you are municipal commissioner, how you will handle dog menace in your area, at your area, dog menace at your area. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So I guess in last week I discussed about Bhima Vahak. Did I?
Yes, sir.
Bhima Vahak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then it's
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, we will discuss about other issues. Are you aware about India-China border conflict previously?
So once again,
Are you aware about India-China conflict?
certainly no, sir.
Sir, Galwan conflict.
वो तो ठीक है आती. Beyond that, background. I think you don't have any idea, I guess. Shekhar, आपको I think Shekhar is not there today.
No, sir.
Oh, Shekhar is there. Okay, fine. Okay, just patiently listen my narration. You will understand what is the root cause between India and China border conflict. Trust me, you will get the best information. It is not available elsewhere in the internet. I trust me because I am a traditional researcher in international relations. So you'll get it. Anyway, so my screen is visible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right now, India-China border resolution discussions are going on. At this point of time, we have to focus on the what is the exact situation happened here. My dear friends,
So,
Bolo, Anvesha.
so is it the valley conflicts, like where they were capturing the valleys or something?
पहले आप फोकस के साथ मेरी कहानी सुनो. इसके बाद
Okay.
I will answer your question. Okay. Right. So India-China border conflict issue, we are going to understand uh, completely from the historical point of view, and I will also try to explain what is the current mechanism to solve the problem. हम शुरू करेंगे. If you take the historical context of the border issue, So there is no such things like India, China like that. There is a vast communication usually happens between China and even India. In fact, you should understand at the post-Mauryan Empire period, this region is very important in the administration. You should remember these people called as Kushwans. Kushwans made Kashmir as the center for the administration. Should remember that particular fourth Buddhist council where Kushwan King Kanishka conducted his fourth Buddhist council, and there we will find a division of Buddhist to Mahayana and Hinayana. My dear friends, after that, this area became a transformative zone, for the Indian culture and Chinese culture. They used to exchange like anything. Today also they will celebrate. For example, Ladakh Buddhist people will celebrate festivals with respect to Tibetan calendar. So there is a huge communication and connections went on. But history will always have its own, its own surprises to everyone. So on that note, I can tell you that there is a big surprise happened here. So after fall of Kanishka, we don't find any such empire later. Later, we found a rise of Punjabs, particularly Sikh silsilas we call. And there we found Maharaja Ranjit Singh became very popular. When Maharaja Ranjit Singh is rising here, he expanded to this region in a next level and he controlled these regions. And there is the history started to conflict. The conflict was Maharaja Ranjit Singh took control over this region from China. But people will say, no, this is part of India only. China even controlled it. So that Maharaja Ranjit Singh controlled this. I'm not going to touch this aspect, but I'm going to give you a clarity that it is Maharaja Ranjit Singh's Sikh army which controlled completely this region. And Maharaja Ranjit Singh appointed here Maharaja Gulab Singh as a general to this region. You should remember this Gulab Singh. His great grandson is Maharaja Hari Singh, who is the king of Kashmir in
Kashmir.
1947. Okay. So there is a huge connection here. You should just recollect them. I'm not going to stress anymore. Now the conflict is when Sikh Empire controlled this from 1834 onwards, Ladakh region and even parts of Jammu region were controlled by Sikh Empire. And you know very well, in 1809, Britishers and even Ranjit Singh had an agreement. What is the deal is, British never interfere into Punjab because Ranjit Singh is a very powerful man. Powerful man, extreme powerful man. He is the one and only Asian king who created fear among Britishers and even other Europeans also. So that Ranjit Singh was died in 1839, leaving a chaotic situation, confusing situation within the Sikh people. Immediately, British tried to annex, and they annexed the territory. The first Sikh war in 45-46. First Sikh war in 45-46, and then second Sikh war in 48-49 was happened. Okay. Second Sikh war in 48-49 was happened. So you have to understand here that first Sikh war in 45-46 and second Sikh war in 48-49. Understood? So that is the important thing. So who annexed the thing? It is Hugo is the person. The Governor General is Dalhousie. The Governor General Dalhousie. Remember that. Understood? Most important thing is, after annexing this Sikh region, they started to play the game. So what happened was, this region, they left to Gulab Singh, who accepted British superiority or sovereignty. Okay. So Gulab Singh tried to control this region by accepting British superiority. And there is an important thing, my dear friends. आपको ये याद रहना चाहिए क्योंकि even in 1947, Gulab Singh grandson continues to be the head of the
King.
affairs. Yes, king in fact. So this is one story which I want to confirm to you. The background of this border area. Okay. Now you should come back to the here itself. There is a place called as Sikkim in this region. My dear friends, there were continuously discussions about Sikkim, but later they accepted. But this region is right now not a conflict area. Should leave it. Next most important conflict area is this region. Here is the concept again. Tibetan kings are controlling this region. China is besides it, and India is there. Of course, British India is there. So British Indian authorities called for a meeting with the Tibetans, and even Chinese also presented there. They came for an agreement and they appointed a person called as McMahon, and they created McMahon line. You can see here McMahon line, let us say. But you have to understand when McMahon line was created, it is in 1913 to 1914. But at that time, China is not completely independent. China was somewhat controlled by foreign powers. In 1949, China became PRC under the leadership of Mao Zedong. When time comes, I will definitely touch the aspect of Mao Zedong. Until then, try to understand. Mao Zedong said, we are communist China. And the agreement done by British India within McMahon line is not done by us. So we reject this McMahon line. आपको ये जरूर फोकस करना चाहिए क्योंकि एग्रीमेंट तो हुआ 1913-14 बीच में, लेकिन माओ जेडंग ने रिजेक्ट किया क्योंकि माओ जेडंग ने बोला ये हमारा एग्रीमेंट नहीं है, वो पिछले गवर्नमेंट का है, सो हम इसको नहीं ध्यान रखना चाहिए, फोकस भी नहीं करना चाहिए. So they decided that they won't give any respect to the McMahon line. Now try to understand again my points. I will narrate again because you should get a very much clarity here what went wrong in the history. Then only you will get a clarity about what is happening in the current situation. So with respect to McMahon line, it was created in 1913 to 14 under Shimla Convention. Under Shimla Convention, this was created. Under Shimla Convention, this was created, and China rejected in 1949, saying it is not a truly correct agreement. Now, on the other side, what happened is interesting. What is the other side? That is the side of Gulab Singh. So this region was in conflict again and again. So Britishers created in 1865, Britishers created Johnson line here, very less focused in many textbooks. Johnson line here, which said Aksai Chin and Jammu Kashmir belongs to India. Very interesting one. Very interesting one. So we have a Johnson line which said Aksai Chin and Jammu Kashmir belongs to India. Same British in 1898 changed their stand and they said there will be new line called as McDonald line, and McDonald line said that Aksai Chin Jammu Kashmir belongs to China. Interesting. It's nothing but one chocolate given to Kalyan and Deepak. So one chocolate means I said this chocolate belongs to Kalyan, this chocolate belongs to again Deepak. That will create a conflict. If both are unable to solve this issue, that will definitely create a conflict. Okay. So in simple manner, British created confusion here. Without settling which is correct, that is whether Johnson line, whether McDonald line, British gave independence to India. In fact, in many parts of the world, they are the root cause of the problems. So they left many countries without solving the problem. So immediately after independence, Nehruji got the issue. How to solve this issue? Because after independence, we found Jammu and Kashmir, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Himachal Pradesh sharing the boundary, which is second largest boundary, 3,488 kilometers boundary is there in three different sectors. Western sector means Jammu and Kashmir, Aksai Chin area. Central sector means the Tibet, Sikkim region. Eastern sector means your Arunachal Pradesh region. So, can you tell me in which sector you will find McMahon line? In which sector you will find McMahon line? Come on, fast.
So Eastern.
So Chinese.
No, exactly correct, Joey. Eastern sector. Eastern sector you will find McMahon line. Okay. So, McDonald line and Johnson line can be found in.
Western sector.
Absolutely correct. Do maintain that idea. Now we got a clarity that this is the major background of the border conflict. But you have to understand what Nehruji did. Without solving this question about who take over the control over the border issue, Nehruji want friendship with China. आपको याद है ना, हिंदी चीनी भाई भाई चलो पियेंगे गरम चाय. Okay, this kind of quotations were given by this them, and even 1954, Nehruji named one Jain principle called as Panchashil to China. But you should understand China, you should understand China, because there is a book I read written by Sham Saran. That is how China looks the world. China looks the world very, very differently. Not very, the country which mesmerized interesting elements only found in China. Because still they are living with the roots. You will shocked to see today they will read in school days itself they will read about Confucius philosophy. How many of our children reading about Mimamsa philosophy? How many are reading about Vedanta philosophy? How many of our children reading about Charvaka philosophy, Jain philosophy, Buddha philosophy in childhood days? Of course, our social teachers even not explaining properly. How we can find patriotism in our kids? That's the reason more BTS is popular than our Hindustani and our Carnatic music. Very unfortunate. I don't know whether she or he. Very difficult to find them. But still, many girls. I don't know in Kolkata, in Andhra, they are madly. They are fan of these fellows, waste fellows. In fact, anyway. So Mao Zedong believes that all the regions belongs to him only. He announced a five-finger strategy. He proclaimed even Ladakh, entire Ladakh he proclaimed. He proclaimed Arunachal Pradesh, even Tibet, even Sikkim, and even Nepal. Okay, so this is Mao Zedong point of view. But Nehruji want friendship with him. Finally, they started to have clashes. The first recorded clashes is 1959 in Konka. In Konka region, they had a first clash. So after the clash, Prime Minister of China came here. We don't call Prime Minister, we call Premier, called as Chohu Illinois. Chohu Illinois came to India. And he said, we will follow line of actual control as a border. Nehruji asked, what is line of actual control? Chohu Illinois said, we will discuss. My dear friends, from 1959 to 2023, we are still discussing what is line of actual control. Today also there is no clarity about what is line of actual control. People are saying there are different maps are available, but still I'm sure there is no clarity about what is line of actual control even today also. Am I clear? So you see here, it is the Sikh Empire began the control, then British controlled it, then 2 lines were created, 3 lines were created. Today it is also unsettled issue, and I guess it will remain as an unsettled issue in the coming years also. Understood? So this is the conflict issue, how it got resolved. In fact, after 1962 war, there is no communication. Thanks to Rajiv Gandhi ji, who started communication. First Prime Minister after the war, he visited China. In 1998, both created joint working group, Indo-China joint working group for resolving borders. First event. Second event, they decided to build confidence building measures. What do you mean by that? Confidence building measures meaning is reducing army, increasing communication, that is confidence building measures. Border peace and tranquility agreement was signed in the same agreement. Both countries decided to maintain peaceful relation at the border region. Confidence building measures and border peace and tranquility agreement is also done. Then we have next important thing is protocol for confidence building measures. Here, I want to confirm again, confidence building measures means decreasing army, decreasing weapons, decreasing, increasing communication, so on and so forth. Okay. And then we have one more issue, that is, yeah. Then we have one more development here. That is, later they created a border defense cooperation agreement, which is right now working. Okay, right now working border defense cooperation agreement. So do remember this process. Questions may not come, but still there is a possibility that questions may come. What is the current level of negotiations? They will simply ask you to write. Just write them. One important development is 2003 special representative mechanism. This is also to solve the border issue. So today, just last week, this border defense cooperation agreement, under this, they sat together and they discussed about border resolution. Okay, this is the total issue of border conflict. Hope you are clear. I recommend you just go through Google and find the line of actual control recent conflict areas. There is Galvan Valley. There is Galvan Valley. There is Demchok. There is a special lake called as Pangong So Lake. Okay, there is Doklam. All these are locations in news. Then we have finger areas. Finger areas. Locate them and just find out them. Am I clear, ma? Tikache?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ স্যার ঠিক
Yes,
আছে
Okay. So I hope you are very clear with the border issue. Just maintain the clarity and locate them. Don't locate in your atlas. Locate in Google itself. That is better, in fact. Okay. Sorry. Next, a small issue. Nothing more than that. A very small issue. That is recently when editorial was written. I just want to bring it for a value addition. Nothing more than that. In GS3 topic called as urbanization. So for those who are attending economy classes, you should maintain notes for urbanization. So what is the status of urbanization? Then what are the challenges in the urbanization? Then Government of India schemes for urbanization. Then way forward for the urbanization. That's it. Okay. So maintain 2-3 pages notes. Main point should be recollected by you every time. So one challenge to the urbanization is billboards. Because billboards are helpful to provide marketing and provide income for the people. But same billboards, what happened last week in Coimbatore was, he started to watch, the billboard suddenly fall on the people and they died. So apart from that, distracting billboards, if you see jewelry ads, I don't know what they want to convey. I think recently when I went to Delhi, in one area I found one jewelry board. So on a bold and very vulgar dress, they kept the jewelry of women, simply objectifying women. Okay, then people will watch the girl, no? That's the reason. Even if you see, objectification of women is going in YouTube also. Very unfortunately, female teachers wearing very fashion dress and they are giving a thumbnail and people will watch. Unfortunate. I don't know this. Simply they are exploiting our emotions. That's it. So billboards are apart from falling on the people, even distracting people like anything and leading to the road accidents. Okay, so that I can tell you. So you can see international studies also focused that these are creating, distracting diverse attention and they are creating road accidents. Am I clear, ma? So that I can tell you. So value addition, it can be useful. Apart from that, road accidents, one of the reason is billboards. Okay, and second thing is urbanization. They are creating problems to the people by free falling. They simply fall on the people are creating problem. Done. Tikache.
Yes, sir. ঠিক আছে.
Okay. What is other word for tikache?
Yes, sir. ঠিক আছে.
Hey, Aarti, I asked you. Apart from tikache, what I can tell?
ভালো আছে
Bhalo.
আছে
ভালো আছে okay, that's I can tell you.
আজকে ক্লাস খুব ভালো ছিল।
Hey, ఇంకా క్లాస్ అవ్వలేదు. ఇంకా క్లాస్ అవ్వలేదు meaning class doesn't complete. Wait for 2 minutes. Hurry to go. Coming late and going early. Aarti,
Okay, sir.
last one more topic is there. I guess 2 topics are left for me. If you gave me a chance, I will finish. Or else nothing. I will see in the next class. Only last topic I'll finish. Don't go for it, okay? No, I will go for questions. We'll see in the next class. No issue. Come on, start. I guess this map is left here. So you can see this map. This is in news. Israel-China border and Palestine border and Taiwan is in news. So just locate everything. So Gaza, West Bank, it was already asked in UPSC. So just locate them. You can see Gaza Strip here. You can see West Bank here. When time comes in Golan Heights, even UPSC 2015 films asked straightforward question. They gave the names West Bank, Gaza Strip, Golan Heights is in news associated with. Okay, so that is one thing you can remember that. And next important thing is China's having conflicts within the strait here. So you can see Taiwan Strait. I hope you will locate here itself. There will be Taiwan Strait. So Taiwan Strait and locate these islands. Very important ones. Senkaku Islands, Yanguni Islands. Okay, remember them. Name them. Just remember them. See, you see from this, from east Senkaku, then in the south we have Anguni, in the west we have Taiwan and China. Okay, just remember them. Senkaku Islands are claimed by China, even Taiwan, even by China also. Japan, Taiwan, and China. 3 are claiming the Senkaku Islands. That is one issue. Remember that. Location, just location is important. And let us try some questions. Question number 1. 10 seconds.
So D,
What D?
Taiwan Strait.
That's good. Hope you are able to answer this question, everyone. Just showed the map. Second one.
A
What A?
my bad but
You have to read the question properly. Deepak, even last time also did the same thing. Why you are hurried to read the question? Read the question properly.
Schedule
schedule
5.
5 schedule 5
Very good. Very good. Okay. Schedule 1 is clear. It is almost we are clear with the DPSPs. We have Article 48A saying that state shall promote the environment, wildlife. Environment, animals will also come. Fundamental rights Article 21 says right to life also includes right to life of the animals too. So that you can analyze. Similar kind of question came in 2023 prelims asking which are the fundamental right, which of the amendments impacted the fundamental rights. So questions may not come directly. They can give analytically also. This is analytical question. You should have clarity here. Understood? Hope you came to know how to think answer for these questions.
yes sir
Yes.
Okay, come on. Question number 3. Johnson line, McDonald's line not associated with.
Sir, Russia.
Sir, Russia.
Russia.
Very good. Question number 6.
Assam. Himachal.
Sir,
Assam.
Assam.
Sikkim. One more state is there, no? One more union territory.
Ladakh.
Of course, Ladakh. Ladakh, even Jammu and Kashmir also, let us say. Good. Misty? Last week discussed it.
So 2.
We discussed this question last week, I guess.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Thank you so much. And we'll see you the next week. So now you can talk to me. Any questions regarding any topic?
Yes. So where we can find these PDFs that you are showing?
I will just share to share to you people. You can. I will share to Rakesh. He will get it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ayo, thank you
sir.
so much. Bolo bhai. Oh, you are giving feedback without asking that too. Thank you so much. Fine. I think Friday we have one more session. We'll talk to you then. Bye bye. Take care. Good night and Jai Hind.
Thank
Again,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Good night. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.